Hey everybody, welcome back to iPhone Bloke, the Auto Tech Tuber. And first of all, a big thank you one and all for writing me and commenting in this period of last almost 15-20 days, which wasn't so productive for me in terms of video making. So a quick word of thanks to all of you for helping us, writing, talking to us, and still watching our videos. Many thanks on that. Now today's video is all about my real-time ownership when it comes to driving ownership of MG Astor petrol turbo naturally aspirated engine. I'm going to make a report on that because yesterday I took a test drive and I almost drove for almost 15 to 18 kilometers, and I almost got to know the entire bits and pieces of this particular car, from its build, mileage, average, overall, whether it's a good product or not, all those things. So I have got almost 10 important points which I will be sharing, and I want to make sure that you all get the right information. So let's get started. Number one, the overall design of MG Astor, I think it looks absolutely fabulous. I mean, I have got no complaints in terms of LED at the back, and then you have a very macho look, the MG grille which they have incorporated from the house of Morris Garage. So looks wise, it's absolutely fabulous. They have a very nice ground clearance of 180 kind of centimeters, so which if you go for absolutely bad patches, that should protect you as well. Number three, the overall seating arrangement they have provided in the car. In the front one, I think it's quite sumptuous. You'll definitely be able to enjoy a ride in the seat, but when it comes to the back seat, you may not able to get the right amount of, let's say, three giants sitting together and having a right room space, leg space at the back. So at the back base, this could be a little tight, but if you're not way too, let's say, heavily built, then you should be able to fix yourself in the back seat as well. Moving on, some of the good points. Let's bring on the first important point of MG Astor: 144 Nm of torque and 110 bhp. All right. The first and the very important point is it has a very nice sound system. So I have almost tested a Creta. I've driven Creta, and I've been a very popular fan of Apple iPod Touch, Bose headphones, and I've been hearing a lot of good quality music. But then when I really tested the sound system of MG Astor, it was likable. I would not call it the best in a segment, but then it surely beats the Bose category sound system, which I've already heard in the Bose, especially in the Hyundai car. So the sound system what they have is quite remarkable, and it will give you value for money for sure. Number one, they have a very nice sun's roof as well. So it's again pretty large. I would not call it extremely large, but that's pretty large as well. So the sight from the the view from the end is quite remarkable as well. So again, a good involvement with the sunroof, and of course a very nice all exterior looks you already have in the car. Moving towards its steering feel and the system, the way it drives. So as I was driving for almost 15 to 18 kilometers, I got to know two very important things. First of all, the responsiveness of the car is quite good. So it will not knock you in the early stages. Even if you have the car with 20 km per hour or 30 km per hour, it will not knock you. So that shows about the engine NVH level refinements skills of the car. And I think it's very well designed car as well. So NVH level, overall flat bottom steering wheel is absolutely one to go for, and I definitely love it. It's as good as, let's say, Kia Seltos, and you can also compare the same with your Hyundai Creta as well. So feel, touch of the steering and the way it delivers performance on the road is quite precise. It may not be as good as, let's say, Ford EcoSport, because Ford EcoSport give you direct feel of the road. This may not give you like that, but then they also have these driving gimmicks. So you have normal, and you have the highway mode and the off-roading mode. So that's really good. But again, overall, it's not that feelable when it comes to EcoSport and the gimmicks of the car as well. They have given 360-degree camera, which really helps in the parking in a tight situation. So let's say if you are in a heavy traffic situation, like if you happen to be in the IT Park or Mumbai, let's say Chennai, and all the metropolitan cities where parking becomes a concern. If that's one of your concerns, then this is one particular car would give you a 360 angle dimension look, which is pretty good in the morning. But if you test in the evening hours, it may not give you the right detailing. It may give you little greenish and dark patches here and there, which means the camera clarity is not that great. Even though the system they have built in, it's very nice. It's very let's say helpful in terms of parking and in seeing your car from all four angles. But on the whole, if I talk about the camera quality, it's not that likable, especially in the dark evening hours. So these were some of the important points I felt I should let you know about the car's overall, you know, tidbits and stuff. Let's move on towards the negativity of the car. The biggest negativity, according to me, is they have not given the crash test rating, even though there's a good amount of third. When I did press the car and I could really feel the punch that it's a rise built, but then there's not they're not vocal about it because they have not yet tested the European standard, either 4, 5 or whatever. So test ratings are not out, so I may not be able to comment how good is that, but as per my personal experience and observation, it was a very nice third. So that's negative number one. Number two, the dashboard, the soft feel they have given, and of course the side doors as well. So normally if you see the Creta material and the Seltos materials, they have a very nice, soft touch on the dashboard and on the doors as well. Over here, the material what they have given, yes, it is soft, but it is not of a premium quality. So you may not get that, that luff from the leather on whatever material they have used, because it is not that premium. That's drawback number two. Number three, which I've almost noticed a lot, is initial pickup. If you are somebody who is thirsty for performance, yes, naturally aspirated engines are built for that. So you do get a punch, but you don't expect the punch which you normally get from the EcoBoost engine, which we have tested in the past. The XUV300 petrol engine they have given, even the diesel they have given is absolutely phenomenal. So it gives you a feel. It is quite live engine, but then when it comes to initial response, there's a little bit of lag as well. Moving towards the pricing, and two very important negative points of this particular. So it almost starts from 9.8 lakhs, and if I calculate all the tax and stuff, it will end up close to 11.5 lakhs for its very first variant. So yes, they give you a lot of goodies in the first variant. They have touch screen, they have internet connectivity, free for first 3 years. All those things are there. It's nice. On the whole, if we compare the pricing of the car and the way they are comparing with Tata and the Cretas and all these giants in the market, it may not be as good as Creta or let's say Seltos in terms of the sales, because it's a new product for a lot of us in India, and Indian believes in tried and trusted formula. So that's my opinion, that it's way too pricey. And if they really wanted to go with way too pricey approach, then the configuration when it comes to engine and performance and the goodies would have been a little extra. Only then the pricing would have mattered real time. The biggest drawback of almost all the cars, I think nowadays in India, and especially with the MG Astor petrol, there are 2 points. It's 5 gear. Now, I mean, who the heck needs 5 gear in 2022? When you go on a highway and you want to downshift, you would like to have your cruise control and all those facilities. So 6 gear becomes extremely important. And I think they are just like Maruti, Suzuki, Brezza, that they have still stuck to the 5 gear phenomenon and not the 6th one, which can be a huge drawback if you go on highway pretty often, because if you put in 6, you get a very nice NVH level within the car. Your RPM would not go more than 2000 RPM, and then you get good mileage. But that is what we are missing in this particular car. And apart from that, it has a 3 months waiting period because of semiconductor issues and whatnot. So if you leave some of the negativity of this particular car, I think it's a very nice product. I mean, it looks great. It has a nice design, great design from the front and the back, and all the comfort of the car is nicely there. Not to forget, they have also got 4-disc brake, which is absolutely an icing on the cake on any of the cars if you have. Well, with this note, I want to say thanks to all of you for joining in. In case if this has been a useful information, give me a comment, write to us, and do expect more videos in time to come, because we're gearing up for interesting features and segments and new launches in the upcoming time. Till next time, you take care, and thanks for watching.